Hachette Audio presents The Unfit Heiress, the tragic life and scandalous sterilization of Ann Cooper Hewitt. Written by Audrey Clare Farley. Read by Lisa Flanagan. For my family. Part 1. The New Woman and the Rise of Eugenics. Chapter 1. The Sterilized Heiress. Bulbs flashed as the socialite, sporting rouge and fur, took her seat alongside her attorney, who had called a press conference in his San Francisco office. The image of the solemn-faced, perfectly coiffed 21-year-old would appear in newspapers across the country. Some, like the New York Times, would print nearly 50 stories detailing the woman's private life. Her childhood, romantic relationships, spending habits, even the lingerie she was wearing. It was imported from France. It was January 1936, and heiress Ann Cooper Hewitt was suing her mother, Maryon Cooper Hewitt, in court for $500,000. The plaintiff claimed that her mother paid 2 doctors to unsex her during a scheduled appendectomy in order to deprive her of an inheritance from her millionaire father's estate. Ann's father was Peter Cooper Hewitt, whose invention of the mercury vapor lamp in 1901 earned him more than $1 million. The money from this creation supplemented an already sizable bank account, as Ann's father was also the grandson of an even more famous engineer, Peter Cooper. Cooper was behind a slew of inventions in the 19th century, including gelatin dessert and the steam locomotive. His ingenuity, coupled with investments in real estate, railroads, and the insurance industry, made him one of the richest men in New York City before his death in 1883. Cooper's children and grandchildren dutifully expanded the family wealth with their own business enterprises. When Ann's father died in 1921, his estate was worth over $4 million, the equivalent of $59 million today. Peter Cooper Hewitt's will stipulated that 2/3 of his estate was to go to Ann and 1/3 to his wife, Ann's mother, after his death. The will also stipulated that Ann's share reverted back to her mother if she died childless. Knowing this, Ann asserted in her civil complaint her mother had secretly paid 2 California doctors to remove her fallopian tubes. Mrs. Cooper Hewitt had done this with money obtained from Ann's trust fund.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?